Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 3rd of July 2024. We'll be using the Stardust Wanderer Tarot by Sankey again for today's daily tarot reading. That'll be listed in the description box down below. Anyway, let us begin. Alright my lovelies, I am back. I have all your cards out on the table. And we have 6 major arcanas. I see no apparent synchronicities, so we're going to jump right into your reading, starting with the best part of your day. We start off with the Page of Pentacles, followed by the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 5 of Wands in the reverse, and the Hangman. I confess there's an energy of renewal, an energy of an opportunity for renewal showing up, and it's quite interesting because this is apparently what we're mainly dealing with, is trying to see who, what, or how that is. Despite anything that may be going negative, what can we do now or hopefully in the future to change that? And that does take some thinking, some exploration, as it were. Okay, so that's available to you for today. Now, the worst part of your day, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords in the reverse. And of course, the 9 of Wands is Chiron, the Wounded Healer, showing up. So, renewal, we've got that energy coming in, but despite that being in our favor, we may not want to examine or look at that. We may not want to sit with it. We may want to brush it off. We're too busy. We're, elsewhere. So that might actually be an opportunity missed. We might ignore it. At the same time, despite fortunes being in that area, some of us were just too exhausted. We're too burnt out to even pay attention to it. We don't have the energy to put forth. And when I say energy, that covers all things. The mental energy, the emotional energy, or even the physical energy to rearrange our space, our time, to get comfortable to sit with what we need to sit with, or focus on what we need to focus on. And some of you, that's literally the problem. You're burnt out. How do you renew and invigorate yourself if you're burnt out? If everything that's led up to this point has got you exhausted, has got you burnt out, you're totally spent, and you're still having to give all the time, but you're pouring from an empty cup. How do you find something to invigorate you and refill your cup? How do you fix that? How do you renew that? So we can kind of see this catch-22 starting to happen a little bit, but let's get into your obstacle, or how to get over your obstacle. We start off with the 9 of Cups in the reverse, the King of Swords, the Moon in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, the 7 of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. And we end on Justice. Yeah. Nine of Cups reverse. Normally the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Remember I said your cup's probably empty. How do we fill it again? Nine of Cups reverse. Our cup is definitely empty. And this is something that we really have to come to know, to realize. And we might be getting signs or information that really does say, hey, our cup's nearing empty. What are we gonna do about it? Why? Because this is detrimental to our health. This does not help our spirit. It does not help our energy. It doesn't help us help other people either, especially if we are empaths or healers ourselves. We can't allow ourselves to give so much our cup is empty and we approach that burnout stage, because no one can pour from an empty cup. No matter who you are, you can't pour from an empty cup. There's nothing there. There's nothing to give. So our spiritual well does run dry, but it also means we have to disconnect from certain things. It means we have to learn how to start saying no. It means we have to manage things better. And it's not a problem that's going to solve itself. There's no running from this. It's not like if you ignore it long enough, the cup will automatically fill itself and all will be well. No. This does take a little bit of planning and strategizing on your part to mitigate the problem. So if we are overgiving, if we are not having enough downtime, if we are not eating properly, if we are not getting enough rest, if we are not seeing to our own well-being before helping others, if we're not doing stuff that gives us energy, in other words, refilling our cup, if we are not giving the opportunity to renew ourselves, and we are always giving, that's something to address. That's something big to address. Yeah, you'll wear down eventually, and you'll wear down to the point of breaking down. So it's best to stop and figure out what does fill our cup, whether that is emotionally, it makes us happy and de-stresses us, physically, what makes us healthy, whole, no aches, no pains, to where we have the energy to physically go out and do what we need to get done. Spiritually, what enlivens us and engages our soul, our purpose, our heart space enough that we enjoy what we're doing on so many levels, to where we feel whole and complete. So there's some questions to ask ourselves, and some reshifting that needs to go about, a little bit of a transformation all on its own when it comes to helping ourselves, whether that's helping ourselves so we can help others, but it's to perfect and mitigate damage enough to where we can start filling our own cup. Because if we have an abundant life to where we are whole, healthy, and complete, we have that full cup, that means we can be abundant in our own right. And for those that are in our close circle, usually close friends and family, but it also means that the scales are also balanced enough. That means we can give to others. It is safe to give to others. We can help others as well. So some of us might have been feeling this way for quite some time, and it's now time for us to rejuvenate, invigorate ourselves. I live in the northern hemisphere, so right now it's summer. And that means a lot of times, a lot of us are wanting to go out, we're wanting to do things, and if we don't have the energy to do that, it's going to be rather difficult. So, hence this opportunity for a renewal. Like I said, whether that corresponds to a mental, emotional, physical, spiritual level for you, and it could be multitudes of that. So take that as it resonates, because it's going to be different for all of you. And because we are spherical beings and not linear beings, that doesn't mean that you're only going to have that in one area. You might actually notice you have a lot in one area, a little bit over here, and maybe a splash over there, and it's fine. Or it's just kind of congealed all into one big thing, that it's all hinged on something else, that it's really difficult to kind of sort out the mess and discover which area is actually the strongest. So it's a little bit of everything. It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. Okay. I did not realize we were getting that heavy today, but apparently we are. And I did add up all your cards that we have on the table. Everything here adds up to 128, which also reduces to 11, the master number of service. So this little opportunity for renewal, this little transformative energy that's going to be cropping up and available for you to look at, will do a lot for yourself. Definitely a lot for yourself, for your own well-being, overall well-being, we'll call it that. But in turn, if successful, can also be used to help others as well. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. And for those of you that do like the astrology, Mercury in Leo is opposite Pluto in Aquarius. Fighting energy all around you, may want to lash out, especially if anyone's trying to control you, or you feel that someone's controlling you. Of course, that doesn't help. Try to focus on positive transformations instead. And in which case, that's what we have here, is the showing of a positive transformation. We can heal ourselves and maybe in turn heal others. We are trying to refill our cup, and maybe even share what's in the cup with other people after it is refilled, but making sure we don't overshare again. All right, my lovelies, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. Hopefully it resonates for you, and if it does, give me a thumbs up. If it doesn't, don't worry, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.